Hi, I'm Johnny, and this is Comics Altruism, and this is my entry into alexbigblue's 100 subscriber contest. Now, what he's asked from us is to shout out 5 other YouTube channels and to show off 5 of our favorite comic book characters. So first off, I gotta send you over to Forever Freaky Fun Co. He's on YouTube and Instagram, because he's got a contest going on where it's 10 different categories and it's Funko related. He wants you to vote on each of these categories which Funko Pop YouTube channel deserves to win each of those categories. The reason I bring that up is because my first shout out is to Peanut Butter 524, because he's a huge YouTube supporter. Like, all the time he's messaging me on Instagram with other new channels that I might not know about and just telling him, hey, Peanut Butter 524 sent me. And without him, I wouldn't have come across Jackie's toy collection. And she's awesome, by the way. If you watch her most recent video, which is My Neighbor to Torrance, she does a video interviewing him. He's actually my third shout out here. But what she's got going on, she's an event coordinator, and she's just got this kind and generous spirit, and she exudes a lot of positivity that's very contagious. So on anybody in the Southwestern Ontario region, on December 7th in Markham, go hit her up on YouTube or Instagram, and you'll get all the explanations there. But there's a Funko Pop event, and then for her friend, My Neighbor to Torrance, she's also combined it with, because he can't make it over to Japan to go to My Neighbor Totoro's museum that he's got there, she's bringing it to him. So combining her event with this very kind act of hers. And also, all the proceeds for that are going to Toronto Power Wheelchair Hockey, I think is what it is. But anyway, yeah, it's a charitable event. Very cool. So check her out. Check him out too, because I've never seen anybody as passionate about any movie as this guy is about My Neighbor Totoro. And then, as the thumbnail implied, everything else is Canadian. And I'm just going to bust through these. First off, Booster Goldie has a YouTube channel now. I had no idea. I've been following her on Instagram for a while. So that's cool. I'm hoping to see more from her. Your Comic Book Fangirl is also very cool and very knowledgeable, and I think she's going to be great for ushering in a new generation of comic book collectors, because I think she's significantly younger than a lot of us are. But yeah, she does like little tutorial videos on, you know, what's CGC grading or how it affects the value of things. You know, she shows off the Comic Collector app. That's another example. So yeah, that puts me at 5, but I have to give a bunch of other shout outs because this is all Canadian. Shantara WTF. She seems really cool, and she's got in her about section, it says, would you like to see me not release something for 5 months? Would you like to see me do it again? I think that's hilarious. And yeah, she has very little content on her channel. But yeah, thank you to Perry for bringing that to everybody's attention too, because now she's had 2 videos in 2 days. So yeah, you know, maybe we can inspire her to do a little more. And then I'll just go down the list. 4-Way Flashers on Comics. He won my first contest. He's got a ton of stuff, mostly on Instagram. I would check him out there first and then watch the YouTube videos. It's awesome. He's got so much good stuff. And the same thing applies to Tim, Canadian Comic Hunter. And we've got Mr. Miracle Comics from out west, and 64-page special. He's hilarious. Check out his contest entries, especially the one to mine. Josh R. Comics and Gaming, very generous dude. If it wasn't for him, we never would have got off the ground with Comics Altruism. Lindsay B, she's huge in the Funko Pop community as well, so of course she got one of the categories for Forever Freaky Fun Co.'s contest. Yeah, so I think that's everybody. And by the way, if you're a Canadian YouTube channel nerd community thing, whatever, hit me up on Instagram and tell me about your channel so that I can sub you up too. Alright, now for the 5 favorite characters. And I've shown off so many of my favorite characters so many times that I'm just basically like diverging from some of the ones that I've already said and giving you new ones. So this one, Incredible Hulk, just because we go way back. I remember taking out from the Woodstock Public Library, there was like one of those big omnibuses back before omnibuses became the omnibuy, whatever, became the way that a lot of people read back issue comics, like from way back when. And just my excitement about getting to read these really old comics that I would never own. And we're talking, I'm a kid too. The 1978 Incredible Hulk series was one of my favorite things ever at the time. And then that Batman, I don't think I've ever once said that he's one of my favorite characters. I probably have. I don't know. I can never remember stuff I've talked about. Batman, obvious reasons, pretty much the same as everybody else, why he's a favorite among like the entire world. And then this is a different one. Kyle Barnes from Outcast. And the reason I chose him was because he's, well, it says on issue number 1, the subtitle is A Darkness Surrounds Him. I find that really alluring because he's a good dude, but it's just everything seems to go wrong for him. Then it turns out that he's got this gift where he can see stuff that other people can't see or whatever. And I don't know, you'd have to read the book or watch the show, I guess, to really get a grasp on that character. And another one is Patrick Pike from Royal City by Jeff Lemire. I kind of pick him for the same reasons, approximately, and I think that he's supposed to be sort of a composite emotional sketch of Jeff Lemire because he's a writer. He's, you know, about middle-aged or so. I just feel like it's all of Jeff Lemire's insecurities he puts into this character. I might be completely wrong about that. That's just how I psychoanalyzed that book. And then, okay, this is another one. Gotta flip the tone a little bit here with Lula from Chimichanga. She is badass, and she's like a little girl version of the bearded lady. She's got this friend Chimichanga. He's like an ogre of sorts, and it's a hilarious book. So I strongly suggest checking that out, and Lula is my number 5 character. Alright, sorry that was a little jumpy. Alex Big Blue, congratulations. You are now at 130 subscribers, so keep it going. And thank you for this great contest. I'm going to prize tag, because it's US only, Flutterby, the one that you shouted out in your contest announcement video. If I win, I want the books to go to her. Alright, thanks everybody for watching. Hit subscribe, hit like. Catch you on the flip side. Bye.